So one of our beliefs is that it's a community responsibility to remove barriers for students. And what we know is that we have kids that need added support. So it's really important that as a community, we come together to remove those barriers so that kids can have a thriving wage when they leave Hamilton County schools. What we want is for them to have options. Skills outside the classroom, essential skills, soft skills, whatever you want to call them, are so important because they don't just translate to college. They translate to every aspect of life. To be solutions-oriented or to be an effective communicator or a resilient learner, those are all skills that you're going to need the rest of your life. What I think is really important is when you think about Portrait of a Graduate, it's not just a high school thing. It's an elementary thing. And so we have indicators that go all the way back to kindergarten. So for schools to be able to dig into that at every level and think about that K through 12 trajectory and what leads after high school is really important for kids.
The Portrait for Graduates shaped our school in several ways, academically, culturally, and even socially. It's been the foundation for us as educators and for our students to know where we're trying to push them towards. It's just allowed our students to have opportunities to be able to not only work independently, but work in the groups, as well as to be able to engage in activities that help them to think about where they're going to be going to the future.
I think it's important to problem solve because when you get older in college, you won't know what to do for yourself. So when you was younger, you had everybody do it for you. So that's why they have problem solving in school.
I remember I used to take feedback, such a bad thing, but now it's just like, I see it as you need to improve and here's how you can improve. They're not trying to put you down, they're just trying to help you grow. I definitely feel like the teachers help create an environment that feels like you're able to just collaborate, communicate with everyone around you.
Yeah, I've gotten better at asking for help because before I always used to want to do everything by myself. But as I grew older, I realized that you can't do everything by yourself. You need others to help you and push you to grow bigger. I've always wanted to be the best, and I realized that to actually be the best, you need to look at stuff from other people's point of views. You might see something, you might hear something that you didn't realize yourself. It could help you a lot.
I think it's important for students to be well-rounded as they're graduating high school, mainly because there's so many different tracks that students can take after they graduate high school. Being well-rounded, being able to speak effectively and calmly, or being able to solve problems, or being able to admit that you're wrong, those are all very valuable skills that you need to have because they'll make you a better individual whenever you're trying to go into the workforce or whether you're trying to go to college and learn more. And just overall in life, I think those are important skills to have.
My experience here at East Hamilton has prepared me for my future because I've gotten a wonderful education here. I've learned how to be a good communicator, I've learned how to think critically, and I've made some really great friends and relationships with teachers. I'd say my favorite class I took was probably physics. I know that it was really hard, but I just really liked the group aspect of that class, getting to work with other people and understand where they come from, and it's a lot of fun.
I think when I was going through school, I had this impression that the thing that was going to get me, over the line and really stand out was how smart I was, how well I accomplished tasks, and basically my overall competence. But what really made people stand out in my career and where I had to really learn and grow was the ability to do those things which some folks call soft skills. These are the kinds of things that we want to see in the future leaders of our company. And they were all the kinds of things that you would see in a Portrait of a Graduate. And so those skills are incredibly important.
My hope for students is that they have opportunities in their future to do what they dream of doing and what makes them happy and fulfilled, and that they leave our schools with the knowledge and skills to meet that challenge. Students leaving our communities with the skills that are embedded in Portrait of a Graduate will make our community even stronger than it already is. They will be able to take on our issues, our problems, and jump right in to making Chattanooga, Hamilton County, an even better place to live.